समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्. Hari Om. He and his family needs no introduction to the Chinmaya mission. His parents were veteran devotees of Pujya Gurudev. He and his siblings grew up in the presence of Pujya Gurudev. As a child, he was taken by his father to Pujya Gurudev's Gita Gyan Yajnas. As a youth, it was natural for him to be drawn to Pujya Gurudev. Nurtured, molded by Pujya Gurudev's guidance, he completed his graduation, has taken up a nice job in a multinational company. At that point of time, he had become the chief secretary of the state. He had become the chief secretary, and later on he went on to become chief secretary to state coordinator for chick activities. A turning point in his life. Pujya Gurudev guided him to do the Vedanta course. He did his Vedanta course in Sandipani Sadhanalaya. Having completed the Vedanta course successfully, he was posted to Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. At this point of time, he had become the Secretary General for All India Yuvak Kendra. Various centers he worked like Chennai and now here in Noida as an Acharya and also the director of All India Chinmaya Yoga Kendra for the North Zone. Can you guess who this is? He is none other than Swami Chidrupananda. To tell one thing frankly, we grew up as chicks, Swami Chidrupananda and myself. I have quite a lot of fond memories with him, but at the same time, I do not know some of the memories. I would like to know his entire journey, right from his childhood till the last moment of Pujya Gurudev when he was with the body. Hari Om Swamiji. We know each other very well and we were as chicks together. But certain aspects of your life, I really do not know. Could you please share with us some of your early memories with Pujya Gurudev?
Yes. Now, if you ask me the early memories of Pujya Gurudev, my father used to take me to Pujya Gurudev's yajnas when I was studying 3rd standard or maybe 4th standard. He would take me to the ground where thousands of people were there. I used to sit before in the ground before Pujya Gurudev, of course at a distance, in the ground, in the middle of the ground. And I used to wonder at his personality. Wherever my father used to tell me, don't talk anything in between, for 1.5 hours keep quiet, don't touch chocolate, don't touch water, don't go anything here and there, don't run on the ground, just sit. And I used to look at him, sometimes the speakers, nothing understood, because the voice was so fantastic. And look at the audience sitting there around on the ground. So that was my earliest memory of Pujya Gurudev. And my father used to tell me that in the last day Gurudakshina Yajna, so all of us would go in front of Pujya Gurudev. So Gurudev in those days used to sit on the cross-legged only. So my father used to tell me, look into his eyes, and if he happens to look at you even once, your life is blessed. You are blessed completely.
Okay.
And you tell me these eyes are like sparks, fireballs. He would tell me like that. So look into that eyes, and that is the greatest moment of your life. Try. At that moment, if he looks at you, you are blessed. Even a glance.
Okay.
So that's how my first exposure to Pujya Gurudev started.
Have you felt it was forced upon you?
No.
Okay.
No, because my family was totally right from childhood. We were born in spiritual values. There was a Pujya Gurudev's photograph at home, and also Ramana Maharshi photographs, all of the great Mahatmas of photographs. And discussions used to take place about spirituality. So that was a satsang atmosphere. So nothing forced. It used to be that age. I felt that it was a great blessing to go to the ground and to see Pujya Gurudev.
All right.
So that was no compulsion at all.
Right. Okay.
Rather than I used to fight with my dad, please take me today. That was the condition.
All right. Okay. Now, as you grew up, like as you said that your father would take to Puja Gurudev, and every meeting with him must have left some impression on you. So, can you share, those impressions on your personality?
I always is English and Gurudev's form, Gurudev's voice, and the language used to ring in my mind unconsciously as a background. Something I used to feel about the Gurudev was something very unique, something special, manifestation, something like that I used to. So that memory was very strong in the background.
Okay.
So along with some books I used to see written by Swami Chidrupananda, some Upanishad commentary, Gita books, and no, I never used to read at that age, and photograph. So this is enough to make an impact
Okay.
on that mind.
See, now this was as a child, right? As a youth, like, did you attend any Bali Vihars, by the way?
Bali Vihars, not much, so that practically you can take it as not much. But then, as an early teenager, started.
Okay.
Youth.
Yeah. So you directly joined in Yuvak
More
Kendra?
active, yes, Yuvak Kendra, mainly.
Okay.
Bali Vihar much, we need not count it.
All right. Okay. As a youth, like, or when did you meet Gurudev personally for the first time?
I was studying degree. That time I met Puja Gurudev. So he looked at me first time. He looked at me. I touched his feet. Then I used to attend Gurudev's talk. It was in those days from my house to go and attend Gurudev's yajna. It used to be a very great tapasya for me because I had to get up at 4 o'clock, walk 4 kilometers to reach a bus depot where the first bus would come out at about 5:10. Then go and reach some place, then attend, get down there, then walk around 1 kilometer or so to reach on time at 6:30 or before 7 to attend Puja Gurudev's yajna. And I was very eager that I should reach first so that I would get the perpendicular straight line drawn from the Puja Gurudev where he sits. The straight line is to be drawn mentally and sit in the middle so that nobody should be there between me and Gurudev.
So how much of preparation was there?
That was psychological preparation was there. Then I got out of one company bus. I asked him, I have to go every day at least for 10 days, once a 1 week to the place every day. Now I can't walk every day. So please 4-5 days left still. So I said, will you take me there? In those days he used to take me 1 rupee. As a cleaner and driver, take aage baith jao. Something in the front, not in seat, next along with the driver. So I used to sit and they used to drop me at the place and then I used to walk to him. I felt that God only arranged and prevented me from early morning walk of 4 kilometers with panting breath.
So at what time would you get up to, go reach the Yajnashala?
3:30, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock I used to come out of the house, so 3:30. 4 to 5 walk, 5 o'clock bus. Something very interesting. Those days were very great.
So did you feel at that point of time to seek Gurudev's guidance or to communicate with him?
Yeah, that was the eagerness that he must know me. And I must get closer to him, to his feet. That was the thought. But then how? You can't just become easily closer to anybody. But then I used to be all around work and he used to look at me. But then once I joined Yuvak Kendra classes and all that, then whenever Gurudev passes through that Hyderabad, we used to have darshan. In those days, we can pay 3 rupees and airport ticket, go into the airport.
To the tarmac?
Almost no. And then sometimes yes, but then up to the gate. So as soon as Gurudev comes, they used to walk from the flight, no buses and not this time at that time. So that time I used to meet there, touch his feet and say, Hari Om, what's your name? Like that, those days.
Okay.
Then he knew.
Approximately, could you tell me which year was that?
I think 86.
86, okay.
86. 86 was the first very close interaction with Gurudev.
Okay. That was the first time you interacted.
Interacted, yes.
Yeah. So, when did you start writing letters to Puja Gurudev?
Oh. Within 1 or 2 years of my Yuvak Kendra, within 1 year they made me secretary chick.
Okay. That was in 87, is it?
87.
Okay.
So 87 onwards, I started writing letters.
Okay.
Many. So once I heard that I sent a letter to Gurudev through some chick member. Gurudev was in Siddhavari. So he delivered a letter, and also our chick secretary, mission secretary, Govindaraj uncle also gave that letter. Another letter. So both the letters he just carried, one from chick secretary, one from mission secretary. So both the envelopes were given to Gurudev by him. I used to write frequently letters to Gurudev, and I would get reply. Never he chided me that don't write and all that. So that day it seems he told, what is letter from mission secretary? This from chick secretary. Then both of them have no other work, he said. Then I thought, then this fellow was very happy. You can remember, अच्छा हुआ गुरुदेव ने डांटा दोनों को करके.
Okay.
When he came back and he told, yeah, what a comment Gurudev made. Both of you have no work. I was so felt sad. That what is he talking? So I went and told uncle. And he was a great devotee of Gurudev, Govindarajji. So he told me, no, it is not a bad statement. It's a blessing. Why? Gurudev said, we both have no other work other than his work. So when Gurudev said that you don't have no other work, both of them, so he took it as a great blessing that yes. Then as said, we have nothing other work other than Gurudev's work. So it's a blessing.
Okay. That's something.
And yes, I personally feel my experience, Gurudev's depth is so much that what he showed himself to the world is only a
Iota.
Yes.
Yeah.
Iota of the iceberg.
That's exactly.
So, but inside is more. He was more mystical.
Yes, that's true.
That aspect is more I experienced in my life.
Okay. What type of guidance did you seek from Puja Gurudev?
See, as a Yuvak Kendra member, I used to seek guidance for the activities, programs, for the classes, and guidance for my family, whatever issues are coming up, gain strength, courage, conviction. So I used to end my letter like this. Every time, the letter used to end with some prayer. The prayer used to be common, almost common, same sentence, almost. That Puja Gurudev, I pray to my Puja Gurudev to give me all the necessary qualities, courage, conviction, etc., all the necessary qualities to serve my master, to serve my Puja Gurudev.
Okay.
That was used to prayer. So it used to end. So one day it so happened in one of the letters that second paragraph came on the second page.
Okay.
So Gurudev tore that and he wrote there. He marked 2 lines. I have that letter with me.
Yeah.
You have them, meaning the qualities.
Yeah, right.
You have them. Strengthen them by regular japa and dhyan. So that consistent prayer and that Gurudev gave. So that means I understood. We may have qualities, but we need to keep on strengthening them every day. Every day through our prayer and meditation. Or is Paduka Puja is the best, Pada Puja.
Yeah.
So that's the best.
Okay. Now, this is all fine. But what are the most fascinating qualities as a youth which drew you or which glued you to Gurudev's personality?
Strategic planning. Gurudev's perfection in work.
Okay.
Gurudev's discipline. And Gurudev's ability to keep the people together and guide them.
Okay.
And I attended many meetings chaired by Gurudev. So how Gurudev used to monitor and how Gurudev used to reflect and how Gurudev used to present and his public speaking, his English of course.
Yeah, of course.
So when I was working in a company also, after joining the company 2 months only, 2 instances I will tell you in the company because of Gurudev's grace and English I am talking. So I presented something in a hotel there, in a conference. After the presentation, one of the sales director came. He said, which convent school you have studied? Your English is so good. I said, my English is because of Chinmaya mission and not because of school. Then immediately he said, oh, Swami Chidrupananda there. Yes. Oh, then there is no doubt about it. His English is so fantastic, he said. Second time also, some of my colleagues, when I was promoted, twice double promotions in shorter time, in few months, some people were very doubted that, why should he get promoted? So one of the conferences were an international meeting or something like that, not national meeting. So I was asked to speak, so I spoke. Then some of them came that your analysis, ability to speak, put forth ideas, all these qualities which we saw, I think that made you deserve promotion. But all these things I learned in Chick only.
So Chick brought out your talents.
Yes, Chick is how to discuss, how to present in a group, how to plan, how to make a checklist, how to visualize the program, and how to feel it first before you execute it. What would be Gurudev's guidance had he been there, right in front of you?
Yeah.
So how will Gurudev will look at it? Gurudev would be happy or will be unhappy if we do this way or that way. So all these things I have learnt in Yuvak Kendra only. Right, the best platform.
Yuvak Kendra. Yeah.
Best. At that age to learn along with Vedanta.
All right, okay.
Because Gurudev I used to write a letter to all the programs, and Gurudev said, good, a nice hearing, reading the letter about your proposed activities and all that. But apart from all this, you must lay emphasis on studies.
Okay.
And he said, chicks who don't study Vedanta are not chicks. So that powerful again. So I used to everybody, so be regular to the classes.
Yeah.
So then I used to run from one place to other place conducting chick classes every Sunday. Morning one place and after some time again another place, another class, like that.
Suppose, I'm saying suppose, first time you're doing, where you did not know. Suppose a small activity like fundraising or, things like that, where you did not know how to go about it. And tell me how Gurudev taught you, those things how to do.
See, first of all, Gurudev, whenever you study Gurudev or be with Gurudev, you would learn how to visualize.
Okay.
First of all, how to look at that vision, grand vision, or your own activity which is a vision. How to look at it, how to conceive it. So conceive the great ideas. Gurudev always used to say, conceive them. Once that idea is conceived very well, and you are already inspired to work out, then from within only all those thoughts come out, gurgle out, the guidance. As though somebody is guiding you, you will get it. So two things, you should be inspired and you must have a vision which is well conceived.
Okay.
Then the rest Gurudev connects these two.
So you just plan and he will execute. You mean to say something like that?
Yeah, of course, who is doing other than that?
That is our experience.
But that is true. You are asking our experience only.
Yeah, right.
But as a youth, yes, I learned all these things. Organizational skills. And once, suddenly 2 times I spoke to public before Gurudev. So first time in a youth meet, Gurudev was on platform, the photograph is still there. And afterwards I knew that he was looking at me so with the concentration as though, looking at me only. For 5 minutes I spoke. Second time I touched his feet, I said I have to speak. So why are you scared? Go and speak. And he was lying, was sitting, on the stage, Gurudev was sitting there, alone, nobody was there.
Okay.
Only one small podium also was not there. Then Gurudev said, start! What start? An audience. So I had to speak.
Okay.
So it was a powerful then.
It was a direct training by Gurudev.
Yes, after I spoke, Gurudev was coming down. He looked at me and said, good! Then I said, Swamiji, my mind was shivering. Then in the talk just now, Gurudev said, how to make mind calm and quiet.
Okay.
After hearing the talk, I said, my mind was agitated before to speak before Gurudev. Just now I told, and he patted and went away. So that was a great, those things will come out in front of you.
Yeah. See,
eyes.
every relation is not like, hi, like, pampering type. Every relation must have both sides.
Of course.
So, did you get any firings from Gurudev?
Many times. Many times. One time, I was singing a song or stotram.
That was in Guntur, I think so, isn't
Guntur
it?
only I was there. That's one thing where he fired me that I crossed his time limit.
Yeah. 1 minute.
But then in that, not 1 minute something. But then Gurudev in that firing, he said a beautiful statement. He said, people who are in me, if they start troubling me, then what to talk about others?
Oh, okay.
I was listening to that statement, I was happy.
Why?
Because we were all in him.
Oh, that way you meant to say.
People who are all in me, if they make, that means Gurudev is certified. The next day when I touched his feet, he said, but then I learned, 1 minute also we should not take Gurudev's time.
Yeah.
And how to plan precision. So that was what. And Gurudev taught me, not through firings all the times, 2-3 times only it must have happened. Once I wrote a letter without writing USA. The letter had gone all over the world, I think. And Gurudev wrote a letter. Your letter, it visited so many countries and reached me. You forgot to write USA. Because of that, letter got delayed.
Okay.
So that's one little bit. Second time, another letter is, maybe I have written already probably 3-4 letters without mentioning the date of the place I would have written, date I forgot. So he fired me. Your undated letter. It has become your nature not to put the date. So that cautioned me.
Yeah.
Again, there should not be any mistakes in our brochures. One time, a particular thing. A brochure is brought out. He put out a correction 1 or 2 places. No mistake should be brought. See to it that no mistakes are in our brochure. So, sometimes through eyes.
Yes.
Through eyes only he controlled me. He looked at me and said, what are we doing? You should have been alert there. Through eyes. Through letters, through eyes, through verbal chidings. All was required, otherwise the dents won't go.
That's exactly true. Now, this apart, like, teaching, like, with the thing, when you had taken up a project, Gurudev would expect every minute detail to be informed to him. So, is there any project that you have taken like that and where, like, you did not inform or something like that, Gurudev got angry, something like that?
There is actually I was not aware of this, but then I took a responsibility of that as an organization.
Okay.
I was not knowing that that letter also I submitted to our All India Chick and also to archives already submitted. Very beautiful letter. It so happened, I was not aware. Though I was Chick Secretary, I was not aware that there was some camp was organized long back.
Okay.
Our acharyas know about it, Kasaragod camp, Chick camp, Kasaragod. Same time almost, our Hyderabad people, they planned a youth camp, local camp Trakon, in which about 80 to 100 youth attended, in Hyderabad only. In city we organized. But someone told me from the mission committee that Gurudev got angry, annoyed, not angry, annoyed, that why should there be a second camp be held in Hyderabad when South India Chinmay Yuva Kendra Center's camp is being organized at Kasaragod.
Okay.
So I was not aware of all those things. So someone told me that write a letter to Gurudev. He has just categorically mentioned, that is somewhere he mentioned, it should not have taken place. All would have gone there to strengthen the South India, the entire camp Trakon. 4 southern states camp it was. Then, when he said, then I wrote letter to Gurudev that I was not aware, but I made a mistake. We made a mistake. I seek forgiveness. I will see that it is not repeated again. Please forgive me. I very humbly surrendered. So, beautiful letter Gurudev wrote that as members of All India organization, within bracket even worldwide, you must all realize, you all must realize that you are members of an All India within bracket, even worldwide organization. So what one center does must be coordinated with other center.
Okay.
That will dissipate other. So on the second thought, I felt consoled that Kasargod is so far away that there is no really any harm in having another camp in Hyderabad. Do not plan. Keep your eyes on other centers around. I want you all to get integrated. So be in touch with centers, then only you would know. And wherever such kind of unity, the programs are there, get united. And another factor is that otherwise it will dissipate your energies, so don't be scattered, be one, united as the members of an organization. And he also warned, consult headquarters, meaning All India Chick. That means what? There should be a control, and everyone should know, that headquarters should know what is happening in the country.
Yeah.
Then that will tell, okay, there don't have it, don't do this, don't do this. That kind of a coordination, Gurudev wanted us to do it. So that's a great lesson.
That's a great message also.
Message.
He's talking about the unity of the entire organization, and rather like I would, say like this, like, he was asking us to be, to stand as one, entity.
True.
Yeah.
And another project where it was successful, but Gurudev guided, and Amma Saradamma also, we have conducted that Gita chanting after the Chant Gita Land Washington program next year. That I think you are aware. State level Gita chanting.
Yeah.
For which Gurudev, when I put an idea, Kendra, so I wrote letter to Gurudev. So Gurudev said, chant Gita Land Siddhabari. He wrote that.
First is Chant Gita Land Washington.
Second is only for AP it was done.
Okay.
So I was a coordinator. So I had to go lot of troubles and hardship. There was no emails possible, no mobile phones, and connecting two people is through two letters. Right? The introduction, this person in the letter with his address. Similarly, the same vice versa.
Yeah.
It was connected all the people, and Amma gave a lot of guidance. So all that project was over, and then was successful. And Puja Gurudev wrote last that letter, beautiful letter. You are not conscious of all these months of how has Lord has worked through you. First sentence. Second sentence, if you could meet the expenses through donations, it is again His grace. And then third sentence, which I cried, he said, in case of any shortage, let me know. Then I shed tears. What a beautiful letter.
See the encouragement.
Then I wrote letter, we were 4,000 rupees surplus. 91, 93 I think, 92. 91 I think we had this Land Washington program, 92. So he said, then I said 4,000 rupees surplus. We are opening an account for Gita chanting. That time Gurudev came to Hyderabad and looked at me, was so happy. He blessed and he said, congratulations and all. Like referring my Purva Ashram name, he said, there should be Chidrupa in every state. Like he referred that old name of mine. He said, there should be in every state, he said. Then early morning, 3:45, he just landed, reached the house. 10 people only were there. So they were complimented, what a blessings Gurudev gave. But as Gurudev said, the work is coming. So everywhere I am getting the chance to travel, working. Whatever Gurudev Sankalpa does it, it happens. Whatever Gurudev says no, it will never happen.
That's true.
In some places also mystically, Gurudev said, camera won't come. It won't click. So what that Gurudev's guidance was perfect. Encouragement was full. Study, of course. So Gurudev wrote letter also to me. When he said, not immediately join Sandipani, but wait for some time. But then he wrote letter, till then keep studying scriptures as best as you can.
Okay.
That sentence was powerful.
Yeah.
Scriptures.
Yeah.
After joining job also he used to guide me through letters, what to do, what not to do. So let us be there.
Yeah. Now this is all teaching part. Okay. Now let us come to the lighter side of Puja Gurudev's personality. Now share some of your family experiences. Like once Puja Gurudev told your mother Like I want all your sons or something like that. Okay. So share some of the lighter moments.
So once I was outside, some working for Gurudev only. Okay, I will tell you first that I will tell mother's part. But how it used to remain? Me and other person, our Suresh Chug, last day of the yajna, because yajna was over. Somewhere some bhiksha was there. Paduka puja, bhiksha after yajna. We thought that, chalo yaar, tomorrow morning Gurudev is going.
Yeah.
Last chance we'll spend time another Paduka puja this year visit. Chalo, let us go. So we went to that house. Gurudev looked at both of us. We sat there. We thought that he will praise us and bless us. He never said anything and quietly asked me, where are other chicks? I said, they are working in the ground, winding up work. You both bunkered the work and came here. Then Suresh was telling me, यार तुम कैसे सब चीज़ बोल देते हो गुरुदेव को डांट खानी पड़ती है चल निकल देंगे यहाँ से. Then we just bent our head down. And okay, go afterwards, go and then start the work again, join them. So like that, many good humorists. So mother was sitting there one day. So Gurudev saw mother and said, Mummy, you have 5 children, give all of them to me. I mean, Gurudev said first, it seems, Anantananji, brother, he was pressing his feet, Gurudev's feet. When he was pressing Gurudev's feet, Swamiji looked at my mother and said, Mummy, he is mine. Like that he said, not yours.
Okay.
Looking at Anantananda, showing Anantananji. He was a kid at that time, about in degree was studying, 12th class or first year, I don't know. He is mine, not yours. So she laughed. I was not there. Then he said, it seems, anyhow he is there, meaning me.
Yeah.
Anyhow he is there. But this is mine. Anyhow he is there. Then I said, you have 5 sons? No, I want one more. So my mother said,
my God, this is too much.
My mother said, why 3? Take 5. So everybody laughed and then smiled. Then afterwards I entered. Then Gurudev was very humorously telling me, I was eldest in the family, lot of responsibilities. He said, do one thing. He looked at me. Send your mother and all 4 brothers to Sandipini and you become free. So everybody laughed.
Okay.
You become free.
Okay.
Ultimately you get free and work. That's what he wants. So send them into, we will feed them. So everybody laughed at that time.
Okay.
Good, lighter moments are plenty like that. Many.
Okay. But what made you join the Vedanta course?
I have one more incident. The piloting was very important.
Piloting, yes, yeah.
I was not allowed to pilot any time in life.
Why?
But other work, everybody would say, if you are always going with Gurudev on bike, who will do other work?
Okay.
So you are not allowed. So I used to plan everything, but I was not allowed to pilot. ठीक है. Anantananji and others were there. Once they visited our Swami Ranganathananji called Gurudev. He wrote letter, I would like to meet. Swami said, no, he is elder to me, I will meet. So pilots went. They said, wonderful. It was looking at 2 saints as you are talking about it. So, but main gate, it was closed. But our fellows chicks, 5 bikes with going hawas and all that. So with the flags and big hangama. The Gurudev's car, front car, then Gurudev's car, and behind 2 cars. So some sadhu was standing there out of the main gate. I knew the Swami also there.
Okay.
So he was standing there. He said, what is this? He stopped everybody, pilots. You cannot go making the entire noise in the ashram there. On their road, we wanted to go up to Ranganathanji's room with the piloting vehicles only. So, see, these are stopped, they are not allowing inside. Gurudev car stopped behind. I believe Gurudev brought the glass down and told, I will say, if my pilots are not allowed inside, my car will turn back. Then that Swamiji laughed and said, okay, Swamiji will allow. With the entire noise making, and our Anantananji and others were telling, because that Swami did not allow us, we were accelerating it so much wantedly, making huge noise in the compound, and went up to Ranganathanji's room, signaling that we have come. So, ये भी मानर सेना है.
Yeah.
So
But see, Gurudev, the way he encouraged, he said, my youth, that is what is important here.
yes, moment before Bhiksha begins,
Yeah.
my pilots should be taken for food, but they should take food first, serve them first.
Yeah.
So along with Gurudev, they are served. Because Gurudev said, don't have to open your shoes and all this dress, special dress. Don't open. Sit there outside only, in the veranda. Eat whatever you want. Get ready.
Yeah.
That's how used to be encouraged.
Yeah, and even he was very particular about, the dress also. When you were piloting, like he never allowed the shabby dresses.
No,
yeah.
special dress.
Yeah, special dress.
Uniform.
Yeah.
White helmet. Same color bikes. Same dress. Flags.
Yeah. It
And
was really-
sometimes we used to get the permission from police to use that special siren. No, the police siren.
In Guntur also we did this once, yes. That is true. Yeah. These are all like, wonderful moments for us when we rethink like what type of, love that we have got from Gurudev. See, piloting is one aspect. See, there are other aspects like Tulabharam and, fundraising programs.
We also were actively involved in it. Tulabharam, once we had to raise funds. So each of us were given target, we could raise. Yuvak Kendra also could raise. Anup Jalata program we organized once. And during the curfew time, it was a very wonderful program in spite of all those difficulties in city. And all the chicks, we wanted to donate some money to the mission. So we could raise some funds, donated. So we did a lot of that kind of work. Once we wanted to collect 1 rupee from 50,000 people.
Okay.
And we went up to about 8,000 or 9,000. Then we could not pursue it. That was money again used for our activities only, the mission activities. So a lot of fun programs we have done.
Okay.
Different ways for our activities and programs, contributing to mission. Gurudev used to encourage us in that aspect also.
Sometimes in other places, if Gurudev's yajnas were cancelled, Gurudev would write to Hyderabad organize. So by then you were working, right? So how did you balance your work and plus the activities?
See, that was not easy, but I could. First time, before my confirmation, so Gurudev came. And as soon as Gurudev landed in Hyderabad airport, he looked at me and said, how is your job? By then just 6 months back was joined. Before joining job also, Gurudev knew me about joining and he blessed me and all that. He just sat in the car and looked at me, how is your job? I said, fine. Stay on and get promotions, he said. That 1 week, I asked my boss that, sir, I wanted to apply leave. Or I said, I will work only 2-3 hours I work in this week. Which boss will agree? Because my master came, I have to attend morning and evening talks. He said, no, 2-3 घंटे काम नहीं चलेगा. You take leave, but it will be loss of pay. I said 1 week salary would go because you are not confirmed. I said, जाने दो. You just take out one whole salary, I don't mind. But give me leave. So he gave leave.
Okay.
And incidentally, he also knew Puja Gurudev, not personally, his grandfather and all. So when I was not there, but he went to Gurudev, touched his feet and said, I am so and so's boss. He looked at him, it seems, you are not looking like his boss, Gurudev said. Next day he was transferred.
God.
He himself didn't know that he could go and transfer to some other task. So he said, Swamiji said, next day orders received. He is able to control other organizations also. He also laughed, what? Gurudev said like this, and he was no more my boss from next day. You are not looking like his boss.
God, Gurudev only could do such things.
But then I used to manage because of my leaves. I used to plan all my yearly annual leaves, whatever there, only for Gurudev's work, Gurudev camps, Yuvak Kendra meetings. So I used to give, itinerary was fixed, camps are fixed, Gurudev itinerary is fixed, submit to my company that these are the days I am not going to be there this year, come what may. So they say that we can't plan so early. How can you go immediately like that? Because business manager,
Yeah, right.
you have to manage business, so many things. How can you go like that? Said, but this is my thing. And I used to pray to Gurudev. Always I used to tell Gurudev, next when I am meeting there. So when camp is over, yajna is over, meet him, touch his feet and take blessing. Swamiji, Gurudev, I am coming to that camp. He would look at me, he will smile. When he say okay, I will get the leave. When he says anything keeps quiet, doubtful.
So that was they were the indicators for
That
you.
was our understanding.
Okay.
So he used to say, okay, coming, okay, come.
Okay.
When comes, all line will clear.
Okay. Otherwise, silent means nothing.
Nothing means doubtful.
Doubtful. Okay.
Then again I have to ask some, because sometimes
Yeah.
what happened, I think in your place only, that Guntur only, Gurudev Tulabharam, that time 4 or 5 of us decided last day of Hyderabad Yajna, after Yajna we will also go along with Gurudev to the whole night driving. But none of us wanted to tell Gurudev. But so that, no, not me, others, they decided if you tell Gurudev, Gurudev may not agree. You are tired one week, now you are driving whole night, it's not good. He may say no. But I didn't know what they discussed. In the 4 o'clock evening I met Gurudev, I touched his feet and happily, and then discussing, I said, proudly I said, we 4 of us are coming in car. Gurudev is going by train. Gurudev looked at me, no, whole night, opposite floodlights like lights will come. It's not good, you are all youngsters, you can't drive the car and all that like this whole night. Who is driving? All of us he knew. No, I don't think, no, come, said. Then immediately I remembered all other 3 people, like devils I imagined them. So what, they shoot me now. Why did you tell to Gurudev? You would have kept quiet.
Yeah.
Then I said, my God, now who will talk to Gurudev? So he came out of the room, meaning the house that visit. Up to the compound wall he was walking, main gate. That time I ran along with the Gurudev. In the car he was sitting, holding his hand up to the main gate in the compound, up to the gate of the road entrance. So car was slowly coming out of the compound. So I held, please Gurudev, please Gurudev, please Gurudev, we'll want to come, Gurudev, please don't say no, Gurudev, please Gurudev, please Gurudev.
Mentally?
No, physically.
Physically.
Head. Please Swamiji, please Gurudev, please, we want to come, please, don't say no. The car was coming out of the compound, gate was open, wide open, taking left turn, he left my hand, okay, come. Very good, now survived now. Attack of other 3 or 4 people who are joining, 4 people, other 4.
It's better to get Gurudev being attacked by Gurudev.
Yes, then we gave send off to Gurudev there in airport station, was going by train. He said, every 1 hour you take tea. Stop, the mantra. Every 1 hour you stop, take tea and proceed. He reached before Guntur and he said, Hyderabad chicks are coming. Provide, they didn't know, nobody knows that we are coming. Provide them food. When we reached there, we took a hotel room and went to Gurudev. He said, don't ask anybody here, you just lick all the items here on the table, breakfast time. Like that, he encouraged us.
Lick all the items. Very good.
Finish it off. Don't ask anyone. No courtesy required. You just take food whatever you want.
Okay.
Then he used to guidance like that he used to give. So, Gurudev used to give guidance in all aspects of life, and we used to manage these leaves and travel.
Okay.
And constant. So I used to tell him that take appointment for next camp and take blessings.
Okay.
That's how we used to manage.
Okay. Again, coming to the lighter side. You identified with Gurudev so much so, like, you used to, imitate him writing, and some of them were also fooled seeing your writing. Did you take that as a sadhana, or what was it like?
I am telling you honestly, it came to me, I never tried.
Okay.
I am not lying. Because iska praman Gurudev hi hai. I said Gurudev wrote, I am like this in every aspect of my personality only because of Gurudev's grace.
Okay.
Including Gurudev's way of writing. I wrote letter like that. He put 2 lines. He said yes. And said, I even thought this was my letter to me. I even thought this was my letter to me.
Okay.
And he said, this fellow letter, I think I always confuse, I think my letter come back to me.
Okay.
So that's how.
Even Dhirananji also used to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
He said, Dhirananda also. And this fellow also.
Yeah.
Both of them write, I think my letter has come back to me.
But that's also a upasana, isn't it? Like,
I don't know
constantly thinking about Gurudev.
Thinking about Gurudev is okay. But all these things are It's not a conscious practice.
All right,
no.
okay. Anyways, now, when did the major decision come for you to join the Vedanta course?
No, while I was studying, after I met Gurudev, I decided to go. So my mother was worried always. This fellow will go at any time. This fellow will go any time.
But Gurudev told that the younger one, no?
That was the fear she had. Once I wrote letter that this is my family background, I want to join. He said, stay where you are. First sentence. Till so and so time. That letter I showed my mother. She was happy. Now at least, no, he will not go now anywhere. Till he completes his responsibilities. So it was my thought earlier only. Afterwards I worked, and then throughout the work my target was that only. In 93, Gurudev again told, now clear your debts and come. 93. Then I thought, 93 again said.
Okay.
I never asked again. 89 I asked to join under Purushothamananji. So some Purushothamananji told, you got a stay order. I said, Swamiji, Gurudev said like this, you got a stay order.
Stay order.
He said,
nice
stay
word.
where you are.
Yeah.
So stay order.
Okay.
So, but then he was very happy when I joined the course. He said, I'm very happy that to see you here, Purushothamananji blessed. So, all that was here. I never asked. In 93, Gurudev said, in May, he said, clear your debts and come. Seriously, look, I never asked anything. Looked at me and said this. Then I knew the time is coming.
Okay.
So all these things are cleared.
Fantastic.
Then joined.
Okay. So, but before you joined itself, you became chief secretary and the state coordinator. Gurudev made you that? Okay. Gurudev appointed you? Right. Okay.
He wrote a letter also. You are the supreme chick of Andhra Pradesh.
Okay.
So in that also again, that means be careful. You have more responsibility now.
Yeah, when he says supreme means leader,
That
means
is,
like it's a major
that's how it is,
responsibility.
yes.
Yeah.
Be cautious of it
Yeah.
and work hard. That was the thing.
You know, when you joined Vedanta course, Gurudev was not there, of course, with body.
No.
Yeah. You attended Mahasamadhi, right? Share those experiences.
There is nothing to talk about it.
Okay.
Gurudev is there, that's it.
Now, today you are CHIC secretary, a coordinator for North India CHIC activities, right? So Gurudev's guidance in this.
Already told you, no, lot of guidance in the.
No, this I said Guruji's, not Gurudev.
Guruji,
Yeah.
okay.
Guruji appointed you, right? Yeah.
Yes. Guruji appointed me as soon as my Brahmachari course was over. Over means it's about to complete it, 1 month before. Guruji called and said, this is a situation, you have to take up the youth work in his room in Bombay. I thought once for all this chick is katham.
Okay.
So I'll be more happy in this. Then Guruji asked, do you know computer? I said no, to learn. I said, I don't want to learn, therefore I joined Sandipani. So he said, but you should take up this. So Guruji blessings, it started. Secretary General, his blessings. Then our Mitrananji joined as the president in 2000. Then all other group and so many acharyas joined, Swatpananda, Rishi Chaitanya, everybody joined. And then directors, we 2005 decided that we'll have 4 directors. So Guruji called in Chennai, only I was Chennai at that time. So he said, you both are in this one. No, when we said the directors, 4 directors, 4 areas there should be. So this fellow will go to north. Suddenly he said, he will go to Noida. Then afterwards, of course, he has been guiding the organization, our directors, all 4 or 5 directors now.
Yeah.
All directors.
Yeah. So, I mean, a journey is never an, for a spiritual student, it's never ending journey. It is always like we keep rolling, right? So, when you look back as a child, as a youth, as a man of, as a man with a profession, and then joining Sandipani, how would you summarize this wonderful journey of, Gurudev guiding you through and through?
Is grace, is grace, is grace. That's it. No more description.
His grace.
His grace.
Okay.
And whatever Gurudev says, it happened. He said in 87, 88, he wrote a letter, study Sanskrit and make an exhaustive study of Bhashya of Shankara and Sanskrit. I said, I thought, who will teach me Sanskrit so deep? It is happening. So whatever Gurudev said, it happens. You just surrender and keep quiet. He will do everything.
Okay. What is your message to the devotees of
Very
Puja
simple.
Gurudev?
Gurudev's message is very thing. Study and serve. So everyone should be regular to their own studies, whether you are Kendra, Balvihar or mission member, or gain knowledge and serve society under his great blessings and care. Then everything will happen. That is the only thing. Common message to everybody. Applicable to all people.
Yes, study the scriptures.
Study and serve.
So, okay.
That's it.
That's what Gurudev taught us also, anyway. Thank you so much, Swamiji.
Thank you.
I know you are having yajna now, but thank you for giving me your valuable time. And it was so nice, again, like you made me feel, we traveled down the memory lane of our chick days, where you made me recollect all the wonderful moments that we had with Puja Gurudev. And one thing I can say is, like people, some of us who saw Gurudev, I feel like he's just come into our lives unasked, and he made our lives so lovable, so cherishable with his presence in our life, with his guidance at every moment. And today when we sit and look back, it's all he alone in our life.
I feel Gurudev was an avatar.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, right. So finally, only one thing I can say, our salutations to that Guru Parampara who enriched our lives, and especially a Guru like Swami Chidrupananda. I invoke Puja Gurudev's grace and blessings so that we can walk the path that he showed us. Thank you so much, Swamiji.
Hari Om. Thank you very much.
Hari Om.